Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Buckeye Coaches Show with Coach Aaron York, presented by Rio Rojo. We'd like to thank our sponsors, BK Distributors, BK Apparel, BK Promotions. Anything you need with a logo on it, they're the company to call. We'd also like to thank Miss Kayla Walker and Century 21, headline sponsor for the Buckeye football team. We'd also like to thank Kate's Fast Pitch, unlocking your child's potential, one pitch at a time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Here come the Buckeye High School football team. Now entering the restaurant, a special appearance. Everybody put your hands together for the Buckeye High School marching band.
Wait.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to the Coaches Show. What a performance by the Buckeye High School Marching Band. It's always good to have the band here and being a part of everything. It makes the festivities liven up a little bit. It's always good to have them out. We'd like to thank the band sponsor as well and all the Buckeye High School Marching Band participants. All right, we're going to get into a little recap of last week's game. First of all, give the Buckeye Panthers a round of applause. 3-0 here in 2025. So the Panthers coming off a huge win last week, Josh, against South Deville, where they come out with a win 27-26. Buckeye took it in the end. It was a hard-fought game, very exciting game at Panther Stadium, and just glad to be on top.
Look, we knew it was going to be a tough game. We talked about it all week. We figured it was going to be a lot like the Menard game was last year. played out to a T, just like that. We had, first of all, our defense, phenomenal. Second of all, we had to have the head coach of adversity.
Oh, yeah.
And then, look, our offense had to keep the ball. They had to score when they had to score. They did everything, but hats off to the defense. Defense has been playing really well for the last 3 years.
And we hang our hat on the defense, and that's good. And the offense scored enough points to win it by 1. And I really like the heart they showed as they fought through the whole game. But we did have some adversity. We had our starting QB go down, and it's the next man up mentality. And Panthers, you know, they could have folded at that point, but didn't. And go through the stats. I know you got a bunch of offensive stats there.
Yeah, I'll go over the stats real quick. So we'll do, South Bow, 19 first downs, Buckeye down 16. Buckeye had 44 rushes, 341 yards on the ground. They threw the ball seven times for 101 yards. He was 7 of 19. We had one fumble, one lost fumble there. One thing I'll talk about that Coach York's going to have to, he'll probably hit on it a little bit because we like to talk about it so much, is we got to get down on the penalties. Penalties has hurt us a little bit, backing us up behind the chains. When we go into that, first and second down yardage, we don't want to be second to 15, we want it to be second to 4, second to 5, somewhere in there. Even in the third down, we don't really want it to be third and 9. So we need to clean up on the penalty side a little bit. But also, South Bow had 10 penalties for 104 yards, so we kind of counted that a little bit there. Third down conversion, sometimes we were 4 of 15, and on fourth down conversions, we was 2 of 12. A little bit of rushing of the ball. Preston Willis rushed the ball for 31 times. 31 times, we got right at 218 yards rushing, 218 yards.
Great weeks in a row.
Yeah, look, had 2 touchdowns on the night. Cameron Burns, 6 rushes, 13 yards. Ty Curtis come in with 3 rushes, 11 yards. Grimmett, like I said, King Grimmett passed the ball 16 times, 16 attempts, 84 yards, and Virtue had 2 passes, 2 completions, and 17 yards on the night. And we took a pass to Warner there that was open, just couldn't quite get it to happen there, so Gage Warner had 1 pass and a 10th there for him. But like I said, hands down, the offense did well when they had to, but the defense played phenomenal for the last 2 weeks. You come off of a great game, you have a guy that had 10 touchdowns. When you say, well, we're going to see what our defense is made up, you held him to negative 34 yards. This week, you had to fight in. We had 2 touchdowns on the defense side of the ball this week. So
Anytime you score twice on defense, you have a pretty good game.
That's one of those things where you have to, where you go and pick players in the games and this and that. The defense scores 2 touchdowns. Yeah, but the problem with this week was with the player of the game and all this is everybody on the defense, man, did a job.
Oh, yeah.
You had your whole linebacker crew. There was Gage Belgard. There was Justin Hunt, Ty Curtis. Everybody that you look at, you can go through the list. You're Stradlin. You can go through anybody you want. You pick on the Brady Cole. Brady Cole had a pick 6. Cole Worker had a pick 6. You had linebackers with 11, 12, 13, 14 solo tackles that weren't even in the top 2.
That's insane.
So that's 11, 12, 13 tackles as a linebacker. That's a good night. But when it's almost double, 2 other people, you had Dave Belgard had 20. And then you had, who's going to end up being our player of the week on this week. That's going to be, Curtis had 24 tackles on the night. 24 tackles.
He got a good nose from him.
I think 18 of them were probably, I think 16 of them were solo possibly. So, anytime you have that, but like I said, time is open because the other people are doing their jobs.
It's like, you can't just run the ball if nobody's doing their job. Somebody's got to take on the lead off, or somebody's got to set the edge, and you got to have linebackers to clean up. And we had one of the best linebacker crews we've had a lot.
I put our linebackers up against anybody. And that's another thing I'll say. Football is different than any other sport. You have to be a team to win, and that proved this week because every aspect of our game needed somebody to do it. And man, it was a joint effort this week of getting that W, which was a big time win, against the Golden Knights.
It was huge for Buckeye because that's a good Southwell team that we played last week, and we own the rules from the year before.
Yeah, I mean, and what better way to win than at home against a team that you needed revenge from last year, the way the turnout was there, and then you beat them by 1 point, and you were down. I think we were down with 4 minutes left in the game, 5 minutes left in the game, and then your offense was still, and you said struggling. It wasn't struggling. They still had 397 yards on the ground, but Southwell's defense was playing just as hard as we were. I mean, look, they had a big nose guard that was, he was phenomenal. Our offensive line did their job of blocking them.
Very good job.
So anytime you say the offense was struggling, they didn't struggle to get 397 yards on the ground. The problem was it was just hard to find that end zone. And look, Southwell never stopped, man. They never stopped. That tempo offense was incredible.
I think it hurt them more than it hurt us. They were beginning to
Again, the shot for them, and we were just in. So that goes back to your strength and conditioning coaches and your summer workout guys. You've seen it affect a team, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to get in that fourth quarter, let some people lay down. We're resilient. I don't think, minus Colt having that freak accident there to where he skipped one and then this happens. In all honesty, we stayed pretty healthy through the game, not really even with friends. So, I mean,
it was a good night overall for the Panthers. And most importantly, the Panthers go to 3-0.
The Panthers go to 3-0. Anytime you touch the pocket Panthers on 3-0, that's a good night.
Exactly right. Well, let's recognize our player.
Okay, so first of all, I just found out some news here. So we were talking about player of the game, this and that. So Gridiron National Football Player of the Week. National Player of the Week. Gridiron Football puts out down in Deville Springs, I believe is where it's at. Puts out a National Player of the Week that goes on votes, this and that. We heard about it. Ty Curtis was up for that. They had the top 15. They did the votes. Ty Curtis, 33,155 votes.
That's what I was talking about.
33,155 votes. 24 tackles on the night. 16 solos. There was 2 people from Alabama, 2 people from Mississippi, 2 people from Texas, and 9 from Louisiana going for that. National Player of the Week for Gridiron Football with 33,150 votes was Ty Curtis.
Everybody give a big round of applause to the National Player of the Week, Mr. Ty Curtis.
Now that doesn't change anything else, Ty, because this week you're Player of the Week for us. So if I'd have knew all that beforehand, I'd have got like a huge plaque. I've got like a 6x8 or something. But hey, let's sit down and talk about it, man. Congratulations, man. Remember, we got to talk up.
All right, Ty. 24 tackles. Just saying that's impressive. You have a nose for football. I love to watch you play the game because you play it the right way. First of all, you got to beat games there. This is the first thing.
Yes, sir.
Because y'all are competing against each other, which is a great thing on defense. How was you able to get in the backfield all right?
Me and Dave practice all week reading our keys, and we got a lot better this summer. And that's one thing. Last year we were a little bit slow out with reading our keys, but this year we got after it. We've been working really hard all summer for that, and beginning of the week till Thursday, we're locked in, listening to our coaches, and it just all clicked. And me and Dave run the football as hard as we can every play.
I agree with it. Look, man, it's right to who gets there. That's like I say, when you got to go try to pick players of the week and this and that, man, when you have a guy with 24 tackles and a guy with 20 tackles, and then you have your linebacker through with 12, 13, 14, man, that gets tough.
Yes, sir.
Look, hey, you two are impressive to watch, and you're gonna. That's just not one of those gaps that when that guy leaves, you just immediately plug that in and get it back. As a senior, when you leave, man, you just don't find somebody like you two that can go so fast to the ball, read the ball, do their assignment, 24, 20 tackles. That's hard to replug in, and you just be encouraging to the guys that's coming up. Try to teach them as much as you can when the ball snapped, man, it's impressive to watch.
Well, we got another big one's homecoming.
Yes, sir.
Senior year homecoming in Panther State. Got a boys coming. We owe them something from last year.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not going to say that we owe them a lot, right? Because last year, man, they got in that box and they were pushing on us pretty hard. So we're going to challenge you this week. I don't know. I'm going to think about it while you're talking here, but I'm coming up with a challenge.
All right.
You and Gabe, we're going to have to do something.
So you got some keys from this week that you're looking at?
Yes, sir. Still reading the guards. Three tackles. Last year we tried to get them ace back and we had a bunch of false keys, and that's really what messed us up last year.
Well, I can tell you right now, you played a great year last year, but you're in a different level right now.
Yes, sir.
So keep on what you're doing, but I heard not only are you a good ball player, you're the leader of that team, you lead the right way, and that's hard to find. So keep doing what you're doing, keep leading the way you lead, and boom, and you sometimes got to boom. As a senior leader of the team, sometimes you got to pull people in the right direction, just pull them, and keep doing what you're doing, buddy, because I don't know if I've ever had anybody from Buckeye National Player of the Week.
No, I don't think, I think it's the same thing it kind of was back in the 90s, 2000, as the gridiron games that you see, they come out once a year, they come in a little magazine. I think it's pretty much the same thing, but no National Player of the Year. I mean,
But 24 tackles deserves National Player of the Week. And buddy, just go out there tomorrow night and get on. Try to beat what you did last week. Good luck.
It's going to be all right. That's my goal every week. Get 25.
That's it. That's it. Congratulations, buddy. We're super proud of you. Can't say enough good things about you. Just keep playing ball the way you play.
Yes, sir.
All right, congrats, buddy. A little bit different. It's going to be a first here. We're going to have a call in here in the homecoming coaches show. We're going to have our first phone in. It's going to be Mr. Darron Hicks, who retired his numbers last year. He wasn't able to make it, and he's calling in right now. Hello, Mr. Darron. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Hey, it's always good to have you on, Mr. Darron. I know you'd love to be down here in Buckeye Country celebrating with us. But just, hey, what does it mean for you to still be able to support your fans? Just looking at a 1965 yearbook that you had signed. It was Mr. Elsie's yearbook, Elsie Mabel's yearbook, that you had signed, saying, you know, that you like you love playing the game with him, you love being around an athletic person with him. So we just love to get you on here because listen, around the Buckeye parts, you are a living legend.
For the people he went to school with, cared for the family the coach at Buckeye, he's doing such a great job with the kids that I've heard that people talk to me, and having a great year, and they just, don't quit, keep on, and work hard, I always say that, I can't see that, anytime I had to get out of the line, I do that very often, but I always look at that guy across the fence, I said, hey, I worked hard to be awesome.
That's right. Yeah, when you know you outworked them, that's a good feeling, ain't it? Appreciate you calling in so much, Mr. Darron. And before we step off, do you have anything that you want to tell these seniors on their last homecoming here at Buckeye?
Take advantage of every second. Take advantage of every second you get to play in any sport. Give it 100% and then give it another 20% and then give it another 5% because the rest of your life you'll remember. I love y'all and thank y'all so much for letting me come in.
Thank you, Mr. Deville. We appreciate you calling in. Everybody give me a round of applause for Mr. Deville. All right, that's first calling. I don't know how that went, but we'll see.
I have a thing at home that I'll bring next time that we can plug right into it. I mean, you're going to be able to hear it online, I think.
I think so, too.
One thing I'll point out that he did say, you asked him questions of what he would give the advice to the seniors that were going to play in this homecoming. And his advice was, make every second count because it's going to be your last one. So,
don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted. And look, that's great advice for these people.
That's exactly right. When you're out there, when you're young, you're 17, you're 18 years old, you don't realize what you got. But if you just sink in, we've all been there. We've all talked about it, and we've all been told the same thing we're telling players now. And then take it in, use every second, don't waste your time there. And I really think this senior class is starting to grasp that.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're down to 7 regular season ball games, and then you start that, after playoff run, you're going to do that. But 7 games left, man, and that's your senior year of football. So you got to just live in the moment, and like I said, don't take another for granted and play like it's going to be your last game.
That is absolutely correct. All right, it's time for the man of the hour. Everybody, put your hands together for the coach of the Buckeye High School Fighting Panthers, Coach Darron York. Good, Coach? Good. All right, Coach. Well, you're sitting there 3-0. We talked about last week. That's what we want.
Yeah, exciting. 3 ball games up, 3 down, 3 wins. That's what we look for. So, thought we had a great showing last week. We all hit on it, but defensively, they played his tails off, I thought, all night long.
Yeah, defensively for the last 2 weeks has been, you got to be proud of exactly the way it is. You had, a few breakdowns, which you're going to have, but most of all, your defense played, exactly when you needed them to.
What I like about this bunch that we had this year, we we're really hanging our hat on that we're physical ball players, that we play defense and we can run the ball. And I truly feel like if we can continue to do that, it's going to be, just a magnificent season. And we are playing defense. I feel like the 3 games that we've played, we have been the aggressor and more physical than the other team. And we're getting to the point right now that we are going to line it up and we're going to run it down. Whoever's in front of it, we're going to run it down their throats. And that's when you start to really succeed as a program.
And so, like you say, man, it's that repetition, hey, and then when it breaks, everybody's like, that's what we do.
That's right. And it's not flashy. It's not, exciting, but it's what you do to win ball games, and that's what, our players have built themselves, and it's all what I told them today. All this, what we're going through right now is what they put in the work the last year and a half to get to this point. So, can't be more excited and proud for the position that they put us in. Now we got to continue.
That's exactly right. So, it's good to be back at home. We're going to be back at home at Panther Stadium for the 2nd week in a row. We had 2 road games to start it off. But we're 3-0 going into homecoming week. We've got a defense that's playing lights out. We got an offense that scores enough points to win his ball games. And let's touch on a little bit about. We're going to stay on last week just to shade. How did the tempo affect our team? You know there was no one tempo coming in?
No, we did not like they were running it, but the good thing is that, you put these pieces together, puzzle pieces together. The week before, we practiced for Grant to be up tempo. And we really didn't see what we thought we were going to see. So what we worked on the week before, we really kind of helped us out. And once we survived that wave and that surge, I thought we settled into the game really well.
Yeah, it was a couple times there in the first half, mostly into the first quarter.
Right.
There was a few times where their up speed tempo got you out of position. I don't know what was said, what was done, or how you work on it, but you can tell your lineman was trying to flop, your linebackers was trying to flip flop, and it got us out of position 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times. And then after that, you never see it for the rest of the night. And all they did was speed up.
Yeah,
we couldn't even talk in between plays.
Right, I think it was fast tempo now. And you're right, the tight end, we misaligned on that with the coverage that they hit down the middle of the field. But once we got to the point, we made adjustments, and that's what I love about football, that it's a game of adjustments. During the game, the defensive staff, they were able to sit back and look at what they were doing. Hey, maybe we don't need to swap strengths and keep everybody on their side. And once again, what we did the week before helped us to settle down and combat what they were doing to us last week.
Yeah, you could really do. And that's one thing, it takes a good coaching staff, but it also takes players to be able to, to take coaches.
Right.
When you're changing during the game, and I've seen y'all change during games a few times this year. But y'all seem to change and y'all do it on the fly and it's seamless.
And that's, you got to credit the kids for buying into, during a ball game, during the week, during the week, as coaches, we want to go through and give you the why of what we're doing and how we're doing it. But during a ball game, we don't get that luxury. Sometimes it's just, hey, do it this way, and we'll explain it later while we're doing it. And if you don't have that buy-in, then you're not going to be able to make those adjustments. And credit our kids for buying in that, hey, when we do make those tweaks during a ball game, it's not, hey, well, why are we doing it? Don't worry about the why. We'll talk about it Monday with our film. And credit the coaching staff because, once again, if you sit there and you do the same thing that you started the ball game with, then you're going to be beating your head up against that because other team has seen what you do. They're making adjustments. You got to combat it and make adjustments.
Yeah, look, you had a couple guys there that, I think it was 4 total, that you put out and once you made your adjustment and you did this and did that, you had 2 guys out on the island and you said, look, we got to cover it.
Right.
This is long, but you got to cover it. You got to cover it long.
Just give us a little bit of time.
You got to give us a little bit of time. And those 4 guys, between those 4 guys there now, they did a fantastic job. They didn't give up one heat ball that It could have went either way. I think it was actually pass interference on their end because it kind of pulled on that and then got open. But the guys that had to play out there on man, they did a fantastic job.
That's the.
I noticed they gave them a little bit of cushion there after that one time.
When you bring pressure like that, you got on the back end.
Right.
Have man matchups and.
You got to have man matchups and you got to say, look, if we don't get there in 7 seconds, look, you're going to have to cover.
You're in all. So they did a great job of holding up. I mean, that was you look at them, that's a quality ball club.
Sure, they're going to beat a lot of teams.
Can't say enough good things about Braden.
On Braden Volk's interception, he was there was a very big time momentum swing there, but he got burnt a little. He didn't get a touchdown burn, but he got burnt a little bit on that go route, that 9 route, what we used to call it, right? And he started making adjustments to that. And look, he knew on that little stop and go, that's when he got burned on. And the next time he said, you know what, I'm not calling it. And he stepped right in front of that pass.
And that shows you how smart of a football player he is. He knew he had the blitz call, and he knew down the distance.
Right.
So he knew he could jump around.
Look, if you're going to jump around, that's the time you got to do it. You're down, you're behind the market. They're down on 3rd down. We're bringing the house. Hey, if you're going to jump it, here we go. And look, man, that was a big play.
That was a big play in the ball game.
I think that actually tied the ball game.
Yeah. Our coach was talking about Berkshire going down a little bit. I know I keep saying that to this young man. He's been fighting so hard to get back with the shoulder. And now he goes down with the knee. It's just a tough thing for a senior to go through. But when he left the other night, I got talked to him. He still seemed like he was in good spirits. But going forward, I would look at quarterback. What is it going to change our game planning and what we look for?
Well, one, go back to Cole. I hate it for him because of the work that he's put in to get to this point, and thought he was having a really great season the first couple of weeks, and he really had it going, and this made it for him. But we know that the doctors are doing good well. He's going to get through this. And so as we progress, we've got. I feel like if you want to say our quarterback room, that's one of the strengths of our team. Hayden, who started the season off last year, he has been in that moment. And I told him last week when it set up, I said, look, you've been here before against this team. Last year we didn't finish it. This year we finished it. And so, right, absolutely, he's been there. And the senior leader that he is, we're in good hands. We've got other guys that we can put in, with Hayden and Holt being out this summer, we had other guys to get reps. We got Zach Craig over here. He has gotten reps. We do not hesitate in that. We've got Britton Fitzpatrick that we can put in. He's got reps this summer. Something we've got moves that we can move around with just in case. You don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to hold it.
As a coach, guess what? In the back of your mind, you go down, hey, here's our ones, here's our twos, and just in case, here's our threes. So,
it's good when you get to the one end that started.
That started, right. And that's
look, and I watched him today. I had to go get something on the mic stands for nothing in the booth. He was working on his throw. He threw the ball well. You can tell. I think he's about 95% on his arm strength. And he's throwing his ball.
And both of them, when you look at Holt and Hayden coming into the season, both of them brought different strengths to the table.
Right.
And so, as a coaching staff, you got to coach to what your strengths are on the players. And so, one thing that Hayden brings is that he goes a really good football. And so that's one thing that, offensively, we're going to adapt on that, and we can go a little bit more than, work.
And you were planning to play a little bit too. It's just too far
We were. That going into it, that was the plan all along. In certain situations, we'll go. As far as quarterback, I feel this is confident.
And then also puts you another receiver out there who's not running the quarterback. He's good.
He got
and he's a good route runner. And you have some sophomores and juniors that come up last year that are still learning that position that, they can learn a lot from them too, if they can be leaders to win.
So, if we watch the game back, we have a fucking time that the heart the team showed, that comes from leadership inside the program. I just want to commend the team on the heart they showed through that whole game. There was never any we're going to lay down or even close. The offensive line. The offensive line just kept on down this all night long.
So you have 2 sophomores up there, 3 sophomores. One of them count your son. 3 sophomores. Our sophomores have been baptized on fire.
Yes, they have.
But let me tell you something. They put up against some pretty big boys.
What a lot of people.
And it's going to get worse down the
But it is. It is.
This league's no different. The next 3 or 4 weeks, I mean, it's big boys everywhere. But they've really impressed me.
Anytime you start running for over 200 yards of ball game,
Somebody's doing
right,
something.
you're doing something really good. Credit our running backs, but the running backs don't be there without the guys up there.
And the improvement, we had some older guys last year, but
Yeah.
the improvement this year is tremendous from game 1 to right now. They're really starting to gel as a unit, it seems like.
I say this all the time when tackle to tackle. You got to find 5 guys that want to be there. You can put anybody down on the offensive line, but if they don't sell out in that position and want to be there, then you're kind of beating your head up against the wall. And one thing that we've got going for us from tackle to tackle, we've got 5, 6, 7 dudes that want to go down there and want to block somebody. So are we perfect every time? Absolutely not. But do they get after it when they want to go block somebody? They do, and that goes a long way.
Well, yeah, I think this is a better offensive line than you've seen last year. Yeah, last year they played well, but I think this year is better than last year than was. Like I said, we have 3 sophomores. Your offensive line should continually, by their junior and senior year, man, they should be walking, I mean,
You look right now, Parks and Ryan, at the tackle, from left guard over, they're all coming back for the next 1, 2, 3 years.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's got to be exciting with, what you can do with that. So before we close the book on South Bow, it's a great book because we needed that.
We need that.
I want to say one thing. I do believe that Preston may run a 4-6 at this point. Because when he breaks the corner, nobody comes close to him.
He's getting out there pretty quick.
hey, when he got past, I think it was the 45, and he realized that somebody was going to almost hit him. I'm sure he caught another here, and then
The safety had a good angle on him. He just I said, look, he may run a 4-6 at this point. So I just wanted to say that. Now we're going to move on to the Bulls. Listen, the Bulls coming off a tough schedule. They had got the win problem yet. They lost last week to Buckeye, who's one of the best teams in the state. But listen, they're going to come to Panther Stadium, and this is sort of a trap game if we don't know.
It is.
We're 3-0, they're 0-3, everybody. We don't go out there and play Buckeye football. They have enough athletes to sneak up.
Yes. I've counted our kids from last year. Last year we were 2-1 at this point going into this ball game. We went over there and we weren't very mentally tough. We weren't very physically tough during this game. And that was kind of the game that, we had to do some soul searching within our program on the following Monday. And we had a few guys that, being honest with ourselves, they lay down during that ball game. And so the reminder has been, let's don't relive the past, let's change the narrative in the front. And you're not going to go out there and just show up and win a ball game like I think we did last year. And so we've got to play, and that's any week, but the week we have in front of us is a glorious. This team that we're playing, they are, don't look at records. They are extremely talented.
Oh, really? I mean, what were they last year? Do you recall?
They were 7-3.
So I'm talking about when we met them.
Oh, they were about in the same.
They're in the same. They were 46.
Right, yeah,
46 to 9.
Right, 40 or 46 to 3.
Okay, so we didn't
46,
score.
right.
We got Kansas touchdown got called back.
Yes.
46 to nothing.
So, and look, and it was, that right there in itself, we got to go over there.
They took us to the wood last year. We can say what we want to.
They did. They had a big running back. He just ran.
That they did.
But that was last year. This is this year. This is homecoming. We got And if you go out there, the boys, they have to be concentrating on everything they do. They got to stay focused on the game. We got fun and homecoming and all that stuff afterwards.
Right.
But first, we got to win a football game. And so going into the bowl, as Bulls comes to the Panther Stadium, who's some key players that we're looking at? Who's some that are the studs that we need to mark down on our roster?
Offensively, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are their guys. Depending on what offensive scheme we're going to see, they spread it out. Whether they're going 1, 2 by 2, or they'll come in tight, or they'll go tight.
So they're not running that box.
Yeah, they show that too.
I can guarantee you, and I'm not a football coach, I'm one of those couch coaches. You play one, sit on the couch, I can play it in Madden, I can play it in NCAA, all that stuff. I can guarantee you that we will see the box as well as they bring it back.
You will see it. At some point tomorrow, for how long, I don't know.
Hopefully one play.
Yes, after our
Down, they're not they'll learn it. But it's guaranteed it's coming.
I call it a rugby scrum. That's not what it is.
That is exactly. I can't stand it.
So,
It's hard to call, it's hard to play again. I just don't know.
It's hard to tell who has the ball.
but guess what? We're going to see it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, well, you have to tackle everybody. You start tackling people.
So, 1 and 2, I'm going to play like guys. They run a 2 quarterback system. 8 is a little bit more of the athlete quarterback. 3 is a throwing quarterback. So we're going to see both of them. Defensively, 52, he plays on both sides. Left offensive tackle, or they're going to move him around on defense. 52 last year, they put him at nose, 8 splits. So putting a lot on the offensive line this week. We got to make sure that he's taken care of. But it goes this week in and week out. Play defense, establish an out scrimmage, and don't turn the ball over. You're going to be successful, and that's what we got to do against the defense forward.
That's exactly right. I mean, turnovers kill anything momentum you have. So if we can keep the turnovers out of this game, I think we have a good chance.
I feel these turnovers need to be tightened up. I agree 100% on any of that. I don't know if that's what y'all are talking about. I'm thinking about my next question. And I'm going to lost it, but our penalties and turnovers, they need to be. We need to tighten that up.
Yeah, I think there's big penalties and there's, dumb penalties.
We haven't got a lot of dumb penalties since the time.
Right, since the timeout we have
We always got one at the first time. Last week, we got fullback right at the right time. I know you know who it is.
Yeah, Tyler carried out.
I'm not going to say who it was.
I know.
But it was a big time play.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big time play.
All right, so it's homecoming. We got the homecoming crowd coming. There's a lot going on. All week long, there's stuff going on in the school. Stuff going on tomorrow. We got the parade. How does your staff handle all the distractions you get?
Well, the first thing was that you communicate with the parents earlier in the week. Get your kid and get him in bed. Because, they want to go out, and I get it. But like we said, homecoming isn't here if you don't win a game on Friday night. That's a lonely dance on Saturday if you don't take care of business on Friday. And so we have stressed it all week that, hey, go home, keep the same routine, get some sleep, because at the end of the week, it's going to catch up with you. And these are the games that...
Yeah, you were in the era when it was the same night. Yeah, that was always good. I remember that. So we had probably like that. You had about 2 or 3 years of that.
Yeah.
And then they went to the day after. The day after is much better.
Yeah.
But still, I'm with you. But man, when it was like that, we had to go that night of. It's terrible. It's terrible.
You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it in front of all the homecoming fans. Because listen, Panther Stadium is always back. It's going to be extra back tomorrow. With all the alumni coming in, we're going to have all the court out there tomorrow. It's going to be a lot going on. And we just got to stay focused. We got to stay focused, and we got to play 48 minutes of Panther football. Any injuries other than Berkshire?
Yeah, apart from Cole, I think we're pretty much healthy. That's a week by week thing that is, reload, get healthy, and go play Friday night again. And that's the point of the year we're at. It's just like grind of week in and week out. Getting people playing physical ball games, reloading and figuring out what the best course of action is here in the week, play Friday night. And I think we got everybody here. We've had a couple days to put in a scheme on both sides of the ball. And I'm excited.
Trying to go 1-0 this week.
1-0 this week, that's all that matters.
That's it. That is it. Well, Coach, we always appreciate you coming down to the coach's show, spending a little time with us, letting us pick your brain a little bit. Can't wait till tomorrow night. Panther Stadium's going to be rocking. It's going to be a crowd. Everybody come out and support your Panthers tomorrow night. Be loud. Can't wait for the Mustangs to come in and get a little piece of the Panthers.